Hello, Mr. Martino here from your favorite teacher. Today we're going to take a look at indices. Indices include square roots, cube roots, and anything to do with powers. And we have certain laws that we call index laws to help us simplify those powers. So let's take a look at a generic example that can be any numbers. So the first thing I want us to notice is that when we have two sets of powers that are multiplied, we actually add the powers. We do not multiply the powers. So we add the two powers. In this case, m and n are added together. The second thing I want us to notice is that we must have the same number that we have powers of for this to actually work. And the result is the same number, in this case a, to the power m plus n. So if this is a little complicated, let's take a look at an example. So 5 to the power 4 times 5 to the power 3. Notice we have 5 and 5, which represents our a and a, gives us an answer of 5 to the power 7, 4 plus 3. So we can see how it's related now. Let's take a look at another example. 3 to the power 3, or 3 cubed, times 3 to the power 5 is equal to 3 to the power 8. 5 plus 3 is 8. Let's take a look at another law. So this is the second law that we have to take a look at. And this law is if we are dividing two numbers. And the same type of scenario holds. It must be the same number above and below for our index laws to apply. In this case, if we have m as a power above and n as a power below, the actual answer would be a to the power m minus n. So if we apply just some examples to it, 4 to the power 7 divided by 4 to the power 2, or 4 squared, would be equal to 4 to the power, and we say 7 minus 2, which is 5. A second example, 6 to the power 9 divided by 6 to the power 8 gives us 6 to the power 9 minus 8, which is 1, but we don't write the 1 above the 6, we just assume that 1 is there. So we just write the answer as 6. And we have a third law now. The third law handles if we have a number with a power that is in brackets, and then we have a power outside the brackets applied to whatever is inside. In that instance, it's now a to the power of the two powers multiplied by each other. And in this case, we represent it by mn, or m times n. Again, let's take a look at an example. So if I have 5 to the power 4 in brackets, and that is raised to the power 3, the actual answer is 5 to the power 12, 4 times 3. Another example, 2 to the power 5 in brackets raised to the power 4 is the same thing as 2 to the power 5 times 4, which is 20. So just to recap, these are our first three index laws. Let's try and simplify some questions based on those laws. As usual, you have around 8 to 10 minutes to do these questions. So you can pause the video now. Okay, let's now take a look at the answers for these questions. As usual, check your answers to see if you got them all right. If not, you can always go back and try them again. Hope this has been helpful. This is Mr. Martineau for your favorite teacher.